The external features of stomach are: the stomach has two orifices or opening, two curvatures and two borders, two surfaces and two parts. Two orifices. The cardiac orifice is joined by the lower end of the esophagus. It lies behind the left seventh costal cartilage, 2.5 centimeter from its junction with the sternum at the level of vertebra T11. There is physiological evidence of the sphincteric action at this site, but the sphincter cannot be demonstrated anatomically. The pyloric orifice opens into the duodenum. In an empty stomach and in the supine position, it lies 1.2 centimeter to the right of the median plane at the level of lower border of vertebra L1 or transpyloric plane. Its position is indicated on the surface of the stomach by a circular groove. Pyloric constriction produced by the underlying pyloric sphincter or pylorus. The word pylorus means gate guarded, which feels like a large firm nodule, by the pyloric vein of Mayo, which lies in front of the constriction. Curvatures. The lesser curvature is concave and forms the right border of the stomach. It provides attachment to the lesser omentum. The most dependent part of the curvature is marked by the angular notch or incisura angularis. The greater curvature is convex and forms the left border of the stomach. It provides attachment to the greater omentum, the gastrosplenic ligament, and the gastrophrenic ligament. At its upper end, the greater curvature presents the cardiac notch, which separates it from the esophagus. It is 5 times longer than lesser curvature. Then now two surfaces. Anterior or anterior-superior surface face forward and upward. The posterior or posterior-superior surface faces backward and downwards. Now the parts of stomach are: the stomach is divided into two parts, cardiac and pyloric. By the line drawn downwards and to the left from the cardiac end to the angular notch, lowest point of the lesser curvature, the line is extended further to the greater curvature. The large cardiac part is further subdivided into fundus and body. The smaller pyloric part is subdivided into pyloric antrum and pyloric canal. The cardiac part. The fundus of the stomach is the upper convex dome-shaped part is situated above the horizontal line drawn at the level of cardiac orifice. It is commonly distended with gas, which is seen clearly in radiographic examination under the left dome of the diaphragm. The body of the stomach lies between the fundus and pyloric antrum. It can be distended enormously along the greater curvature. The gastric glands, distributed in the fundus and the body of the stomach, contains all three types of secretory cells, namely the mucosal cells, the chief peptic or zymogenic cells, which secretes the digestive enzymes, the parietal or auxentic cells, which secrete HCl. The pyloric part. The pyloric antrum is separated from the pyloric canal by an inconstant sulcus intermedius, present on the greater curvature. It is about 7.5 centimeter long. The pyloric glands are richest in mucous cells. The pyloric canal is about 2.5 centimeter long. It is narrow and tubular. At its right end, it terminates at the pylorus.